A 22-year-old aspiring actress named Elizabeth Short was murdered in 1947. She had black hair and green eyes. She wore stylish black dresses and was by all accounts beautiful. But she would never become the actress she aspired to be. Her body was found in a vacant lot, severed in half, scrubbed clean of DNA, drained of blood, and a Joker smile had been carved on her face. She would, however, become infamous. The case was highly publicized by the media, who published Elizabeth's nickname, the Black Dahlia. To this day, it is one of the most famous murder cases that has never been solved. So who killed Elizabeth Short? Today, Life's Biggest Questions asks, who was the Black Dahlia murderer? Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Charlotte Dobre. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe and let us know in the comments below what topics you would like to see next. The Black Dahlia murder had at least 20 suspects. By some reports, there were more than 50. But in this video, we will highlight the most compelling theories. A British lawyer, Hugh Eatwell, examines the Black Dahlia murder in her book, Black Dahlia, Red Rose. The case is made that Elizabeth Short frequented jazz clubs in LA and also befriended many men after she was grieving the death of a man she loved. This is one of the reasons why it's been so hard to narrow down who her killer could have been. At the time, Elizabeth was penniless, but was connected to a wealthy Danish businessman named Mark Hansen. Hansen was associated with the mob. Short was staying at Hansen's house and was eventually kicked out, but she refused to leave. Hansen then asked one of his associates to take care of her. Eatwell concludes that the murderer was actually one of the original suspects in the case, Lesley Dylan, who ended up being psychotic. He was an aspiring writer, a bellhop, and a former mortician's assistant. As a mortician's assistant, he learned how to bleed bodies before embalming. After the murder, Dillon moved away to Florida, but reached out to an LAPD psychiatrist named J. Paul DeRiver. He told DeRiver he was doing research about the murder for his new book and wanted to learn more about sexual psychopaths. He then confessed to DeRiver that a friend of his had killed Miss Short. Dillon was eventually detained by the LAPD over an overwhelming amount of evidence connecting him to the case. So why was Dillon never convicted? Well, the LAPD was known for being corrupt. The department may have engaged in a cover-up of the Dahlia case in order to keep Hansen, Dillon's associate, out of trouble because he was also connected to the murder. Dillon, despite the suspicion surrounding him, never confessed to the murder. He also sued the LAPD for being treated as a suspect. There have been many who have written books about the suspects, like a former LAPD homicide detective Steve Hodel. In his book, Black Dahlia Avenger, The True Story, he makes the claim that his own father killed Elizabeth Short and may have even confessed to it. Hodel once found two pictures of a woman he thought was Elizabeth in one of his family's photo albums. After he saw them, he was compelled to look into possible connections between Miss Short and his family. He eventually discovered that his father, a Hollywood physician, George Hill Hodel, was a suspect in the Black Dahlia case. He also found out that the LAPD bugged his father's house and actually got a recording of him saying, "Supposing I did kill the Black Dahlia. They couldn't prove it now. They can't talk to my secretary anymore because she's dead." Sounds suspicious to you? Hodel's case is intriguing, but according to Alexis Sobel-Fitz, a writer for The Guardian, over time, Hodel's theories have become even more elaborate. He even tried to connect his father to the Zodiac serial killings. So in short, despite an initial relevance, his theories became somewhat scattered. The LAPD has been blamed for being negligent, as well as for making the case that Elizabeth Short deserved to be murdered. They labeled her as a tramp and a slut. Perhaps we will never know who murdered Elizabeth Short. All we can do is speculate on what is now one of the most famous unsolved murders of all time. Who do you think the Black Dahlia murderer was? Let us know in the comments below. For now, I'm Charlotte Dobre and you've been watching Life's Biggest Questions. If you enjoyed that video, you'll love Who Was Jack the Ripper? You should also check out one of our playlists, clickable on the screen right now. As always, make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss a video.